Hopefully this is working, guys. Okay, let's see. My connection been acting so crazy. So I'm finally getting my speed that I pay for, but we're gonna talk about that. So let me know how you guys hear me and see me. Talk about that. So I messed up the other show. Start Hangout on air. We on that one. Five people waiting. Let's see. Get Trooper up in here. If he's home. Or pop-up chat. I might be back in business. Let's see where Trooper. Let's get Trooper Scooper. They won't let me add a link. They won't let me share the live link. That's crazy. That's crazy. As guests join, hide their audio from the video from my no. Okay, let me close this. Hit this invite people. Okay, I figured it out. It's like riding a bike. You gotta pedal for a little bit and you'll find it. I got it. Okay, we done. Let's get it popping. What's up, guys? How's the strength? They actually didn't do any. That's how you know these ISPs and stuff, man, will try to get you, man. They will try to get you. They try to blame every problem on me. First, they try to get their equipment back in here. I was like, nah, that ain't happening. Then we tested their equipment. Still, the upload speed was low. So they were like, well, we don't know what's wrong. I was like, I know what's wrong. You guys capped the upload speed to be so low because you know the majority of people just count on download speed. But for people that's creating content and stuff like that, they need their upload speed. So I'm finally getting it today. And that's how I just know that they actually uncapped it. So let me read you guys' comments real quick. What's up, Carlos B. Davy, Culture, Christy, Rubio? Did they fix your upload speed for today? Nobody's been here. They actually had, they had two techs out. I was like, the problem is not the equipment or nothing like that. The problem is you guys over there have that upload cap somehow. Hey, Jay Sullivan, Bolt, Andre. Hey, Gail, you remember there's no contract for any ISP. Well, the thing is, even if you're on a contract, I'm on a contract for a year. But if you're not getting what you're paying for, they can't hold you to that contract. Now they'll try to create some reasons, but I'll be like, hey, guys are offering stuff that you guys can't do if I'm not getting it. So let's see. What's up, Steve? Glad you back. Supreme Bills ending their show and sending everyone over to you. Oh, Supreme Bills was live? I didn't even know that. Because I wasn't even planning on jumping live today. I promise you guys, I wasn't even planning on it. You know, baby girl, she on spring break. And so she was saying she was bored. So I'm like, you know, when I checked it earlier, I didn't have my upload speed still. So I just checked it in my living room. I'm like, what? I got my upload speed back. So I hopped online. So I don't know if it's fixed yet, guys. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't even know if it's fixed. But right now, I'm getting the speeds I'm supposed to get. What's up, CellX? Supreme. Drop your link. What's up, Supreme? I didn't know you was live, bro. I didn't know because I was stuck at. I had to take her. My daughter said she was bored, so I took her to the. She wanted to go to the mall, and I'm like, "Why do you want to go to the mall?" And she's like, I just want to go. I'm bored. I want to go to the mall." I said, "Okay." So when we get to the mall, the plot thickens to what she really wanted. She wanted her nails done for Easter. What's up, Brian? I'm pretty good. I've been good. Welcome back to Mrs. Your Knowledge. What's up, Leroy? Hippie girl. So, what's my upload speed now? My upload speed right now is like 25. But, like I said, I don't know if it's fixed. It's something. It's got to be something with them. It's got to be something with them. So, let me find out what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So, we've been having, I've been getting questions about the leak. It was a leak on a remote control, and it was a leak on the remote control and a controller. So what people are doing now is saying people are saying the new Shield is coming out. So I haven't actually got that information that well, now they do. They got a console. I see it now. So it is a new Nvidia Shield TV that passed the FCC. Let me see this date. No, that's false advertisement. No, it was a bunch of people saying that it was let me see if I can find an article. Here we go. Here's one of the articles. Let's see. So they found two code names. I can't find it. I forgot the code names, what they were, but it was a new controller. It was a new remote. So people were just suggesting that a new Nvidia Shield TV is coming out in the future, well, very soon. And my opinion is, I don't see them making a new remote control or controller if they're not pushing a new Shield out. But it could just be just them checking on us. It doesn't necessarily mean they even making the remote or nothing like that. It could be just for the further future. And then it could be what I told you guys about. It could be them. Remember, My predictions on the Nvidia Shield TV have been 100%. I predicted the 2017 version. This is my prediction right now. If it's a Nvidia Shield TV that comes out in 2019, further down the year, it will not be an upgraded model. It'll be more of a more budget model. It'll be a model, something like that they can budget for, make it cost less, put less money into it so they can just sell more units. I don't think they'll actually upgrade to a new Nvidia Shield TV. Now, this is just my opinion, but business wise, it just doesn't make sense. Why would they upgrade the Nvidia Shield TV, add more RAM and all this and spend more money if the market isn't there for it? The market isn't there for a new Nvidia Shield TV. You'll have people like me and other people that buy it, but the majority of people are not going to buy a new Nvidia Shield TV, especially since so many people picked up their first Nvidia Shield TV during the holiday season. That was probably like they ever sold Nvidia Shield TVs this past holiday, because everybody's catching them on deals. And then they had some, a little bit further down the line. So people just spent $200 on the Nvidia Shield TV. I do not see them buying a new upgraded version. So it could be a market for a lower budget Shield where people will spend the money. If it's less money, something like a sub 100 something unit, they'll spend the money on that. Or maybe they learn from Nintendo, because you guys know they make the chip. The Tegra X1 is used on the Nintendo Switch as well, a modified version. So they might have learned from Nintendo, and I could see this happening if they did something like that. It's a market for that. If they make like a portable version of the current Shield, that'd be pretty cool. But I don't see them actually upgrading, because it really makes no sense, because it does everything that they wanted to do, especially with GeForce Now. You really don't need it. So Jay Sullivan said, per Twitter, Nvidia Shield TV controller and remote are called Stormcaster and Friday. And then a lot of times when people find these leaks, these so-called leaks, sometimes they're true, and sometimes they be the company reaching just to see where everybody's mind is at. So we're going to find out, though. If a new Shield comes out, I have 2 old ones to get rid of. What's a better box, of H96 Max or the HK1 Max Android? I haven't used the HK1 Max Android box. The H96 Max, I'm not too big on. The reason being is the one that I have, because I know it's a lot of versions, but the one that I have personally, where is it at? Is that the H90? Nah, that's not the H96 Max. The H96 Max was okay. It's another one that I had, that A95. I gotta find it later. But with some of those rack chip firmwares, it's not as stable as the M-Logic chips. It's a little bit more. I can't really explain it. Now, if you always use rack chip devices, you wouldn't notice it. But if you're using M-Logic devices, budget devices, and then you jump over to rack chip, you can kind of feel the different kind of little small glitches. So they still have those little glitches that I just really don't like on them. Probably for the Christmas season. Hey, Tim, what's better? What's better, the Mi Box or Fire TV Stick? Now, the Fire TV Stick is the better device than the Mi Box 4. The Fire TV Stick 4K is better than the Mi Box 4. But if I had one choice, I would probably go with the Mi Box, because it's just more flexible with the Android TV OS. I can add my own adaptive storage to it, which is big for me. Being able to add my own adaptive storage. It got a lot of things I don't like about the Mi Box 4, one of the main things, and I think this is actually um, a mistake from their developers, because the Mi Box 3 it isn't like this. But on the Mi Box 4, they have, all these devices. They come with stuff like Netflix or Amazon and stuff preloaded on the devices. The reason being, they probably got contracts to put some of these apps on the devices, because it helps sell. It helps sell. Somebody buys a device and it has Netflix on it, and they'd be like, "Hey, I might want to subscribe to Netflix now." So it helps them, advertise things. But with this Mi Box 4, it has the Netflix and all the stuff like that, but it has the stuff on the. Let me see if I can grab a Mi Box real quick. It has all the stuff on the system memory. Their system apps, which makes no sense. Netflix shouldn't be a system app, because everybody's not subscribed. Now, I like Netflix. I'm actually, my daughter subscribed to, well, I'm subscribed for my daughter for Netflix. So I like Netflix, but everybody don't like Netflix. And if they don't like Netflix, they should have the option to be able just to uninstall it from their device. You know, the way they got it is that they have all these system apps that's regular apps from the Google Play Store, and that makes no sense. It's keeping all the memory down because people might not want to use adaptive storage. They might be cool with the 8 GB RAM, but now that you flooded all these apps onto the system memory, it just gives them no option but to disable it. But the memory's still there, clogging the memory. Let me see if I can find one. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So it is a good device, for the low, because they're both only like $50. So they're good for the how much they cost, but it's just, they could be better. It could be better, but in the end of the day, you guys know what time it is. What's up, Trooper Scooper? So I found my Mi Box right here.
It's about time.
They didn't fix it.
Hey, it's running good.
It's running good, but since they didn't do nothing or say anything, I'm afraid, it might not be running good. You know how that go,
But
Hopefully it stays running good.
might as well take advantage of it now.
If not, I'm gonna start making videos about them and recording it, letting everybody hear what I've been going through for weeks. I can't find my that sucks. I can't find my keyboard, guys, but I guess
so many keyboards you got there, man.
Troop, it's only one keyboard I use though, man. I can't go. Let's use any keyboard. It's got to be my certain keyboard I want.
You'll find it.
But I can just use the remote because I'm just about to show them what I mean about the and it's probably a mistake. That's where I really see it. It's probably a mistake the developers missed it, because on the Mi Box 3, you don't have that issue. So I just think and it's an upgrade right now, so they probably corrected it as we speak. So let me share. So, okay. These remotes are super slow. No matter what device you get, make sure you guys, the first thing you guys do, just get you like a third party keyboard, a mini keyboard. So I'm gonna go, this is what it comes on it. You guys can see you got the Netflix, you got the HBO Now. all this stuff, sling stars, and that's cool, you know, because I know what they're trying. They probably getting so much money for advertising it on their device. So I'm not worried about that because all the boxes do that, all the companies do that. You know, they want to because people see it and they want to subscribe to these services. But this is a problem. Now I'm gonna go to settings. Apps. Now this should just be in regular your downloaded apps. That should just be regular memory. It should not be no system apps. Look at all these system apps they got. ESPN should not be a system app. Why? You can't uninstall it. You gotta disable it. It should not be a system app. ESPN. You know, it should be able for you to uninstall it and download it again from the Play Store if you want it. Let's see. HBO Now should not be a system app. Netflix should not be a system app. Sling should not be a system app. Star should not be a system app. Voodoo should not be a system app. YouTube can be a system app because YouTube's cool. But YouTube Kids should not be a system app. YouTube TV should not be a system app. These are services. So if I don't have this service, of course I want to uninstall it from my device. So hopefully they fix that on one of their future updates because Mi Box 3 didn't have that problem. And it really doesn't matter if you use an adaptive storage anyway, but it's just, you know, it's just respect. You don't do stuff like that. You don't do it. You know, leave people the option to do what they want with their device. So I'm gonna look at this new, I'm gonna let it update. And maybe they fixed it with the new update. And I think I tweeted that to him too. I think I tweeted to Xiaomi, however you say their name. I think I tweeted to them, asking them why stuff is system apps. I might give them a call because it's possible that they don't even know it because they're probably not even giving, you know, the developers probably not even giving stuff like that their full attention. So that's why I like the Nvidia Shield TV so much. The developers, they be on it, man. You really don't get too many updates and stuff with other devices besides like the Nvidia Shield TV. It's real nice. Amazon does a great job too because, you know, Amazon making that money though, so that's why they're gonna continue. So let me see. Nvidia Shield stick will be nice. Yeah, a portable Nvidia Shield TV would be real nice to me, you know, and it'll be kind of like a game changer because that's what I really wanted was them to drop another tablet because, you know, the tablet had it had the console mode on it where you could just take it anywhere and plug it on your TV and it'll take the full screen. So I thought that was pretty cool. And it would open up doors with this new GeForce Now because people can play their Steam games. So you could go to one of your buddy's house or something like that. I think it's a big market for that if it's portable. Steve, I've been having a problem with my controller for the Shield after the last update. It's been acting strange and glitchy. Tried to pair and unpair with no luck. I'm gonna check it out, Brian. because I haven't been using. I don't use my remotes and my controllers to navigate my shield. Like I tell you guys, you use the keyboards. And that the new Logic chip will drop any day. Waiting for the B-Link GT1K. What's that one? B Davies. I know they got a new Logic chip. They got what it's called. I think it's the S922, and it's supposed to have a 4 gigabyte RAM. Let me see. Let me read about it again. So that's real nice. That's actually a surprise. Because what they've been doing is they just been going with that. All they've been doing, man, they keep on messing with the S905X. You had about 20 different versions of that S905X chip. The reason being, I think they just it was cheap. It's real cheap. They could sell it quick because it's cheap, and that's all they did for the longest time. It's just keep on. You had an S905X, an X905V, C, D, all type of stuff. I was getting tired of that chip, so I'm glad they're finally gonna go with the S22. So it's an S22X. So I believe this version will have a 4 gigabyte RAM. I'm not positive though. I'm trying to see if I can see it again. And it's supposed to have Android 9 Pie. So as soon as that comes, I'm definitely going to have it available for you guys. We're going to definitely check it out. Because I've been so bored with these budget boxes because they don't really, like I said, they just been modifying older chips. What's up, Lee?
What's up, Steve?
Did you hear about that S922 coming out? Lee muted. You muted yourself, Lee.
I heard about it a little bit, but I haven't really researched it too much.
They haven't made a new Logic chip in a long time.
I think that chip is going in a new B-Link box that I saw.
Yeah, that's probably what it's gonna be. Supposed to be Android 9, 4 gigabyte. But at the end of the day, guys, it's still not gonna be faster than the Shield. It's still gonna be a budget box.
Another thing I saw too, they have that S905X2, but yeah, they're supposed to be making another one. I read that somewhere also. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be X3, but I'm like, why do you guys keep making 905s? Just make a new chip.
Because the reason why they kept on doing it is it's cheap. It's cheap. And then they got to the point where they was like, because remember they made the S912 after S905. And then I guess they figured that, hey, we can just give them just enough with the S905 and just keep on manipulating the version of the S905, so to do what we want. I guess that's the reason, because it took them forever. But Logic was making chips all the time, new chips. Then all of a sudden it just stopped after the S912, and they went back to the S905 and just kept on flipping it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We had about 20 different versions of S905. Actually, the Mi Box 3 has an S905X. That Mi Box 4 is not an S905X. It's another version of the S905. I forgot what version. It's actually like a cheaper chip than the S905X.
They had the 905W too, I think, and that's like the slowest one.
I think that's it wasn't a W. It's another one. Yeah, W is the slowest one. They switched to something on the Mi Box 4. It's pretty much the same. They still S905, but it's just a cheaper chip. What do you think about the new Shield? You think it's gonna come out?
I think they're gonna release something just because it goes along with the years. You know, every 2 years they got something. But I'm kind of, the logical part of my brain agrees with you, like that they probably won't release something too crazy that costs a lot. But what they could do, right? This is the one thing I'm thinking. What if the Shield is already the price it is, and the hardware is older now? So what if they just make something that's the same cost to them in 2019 as it was in 2015, which would be slightly better performing, and sell it for the same exact price and just discontinue the old one? They might be able to do that. Then they're not going to get people that have the old one to upgrade, but people that want a new box can now get.
Still, I don't think they got the market.
They might not. I mean, it could be oversaturated to some extent, but I don't know. There's a lot of people still buying Shields.
There's a lot of people buying Shields.
So if you make a better one for the same price and just sell out your stock of the old one, then I don't see that hurting them.
But they'll spend money, like you said. You want them to actually improve it and actually put more money towards it, right?
Yeah, like to get the same profit margins they had in 2015 when the hardware was new, and then they'll leave that box alone for 4 years.
But the 2015 was a finesse move, because all they did was bring out the same thing all in 2017, but they brought out stuff that could save them money. They made it slimmer. I think it's like 70% smaller.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like if they, whatever they do, right? Because their profit margin in 2015 had to be smaller initially because the hardware costed more back then.
Yeah.
And then when they released the same exact hardware in 2017, and they made the box smaller, and I'm sure it costed them less to make the box and everything. So they just increased their profit margin on the same item, basically.
Yeah, they killed it on profit. That's why they took the SD slot from the 16 gigabyte version.
Yep.
Because they was having so many people send it, in for warranty. They like, man, y'all messing up your own system. So they took away the option so people can even do it.
and they finally got rid of that Pro. They stopped making the Pro.
They stopped making the Pro, and they the controllers, the remote's different.
Yep.
The controller, even though people like it better, people like the 2017 controller better because it looked more like a gaming controller. But that first one, that 2015 version, I bet you it costs more for them to make because it was just Wi-Fi direct. That controller, it wasn't Bluetooth. This is just a regular Bluetooth controller now. So they saved a bunch of money. I don't know. I would like to see them kind of upgrade, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, I think more than likely, what your assessment is probably right. They might make a cheaper version to try to get more people.
Then they can take over that market.
Yeah, because there's an open field for that market. They already have the best product.
Yeah,
and it's so crazy when you think about it. It's been the best product for 4 years. Like,
because people kind of companies are cheap. So it's just like what we talked about with the S905X. People are like, okay, this is good enough to do what they really want to do. So let's just save money and keep on doing this. So if it's nobody actually giving them any competition, why should I upgrade it?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of I wouldn't. I mean, unless somebody beats me, why do I got to upgrade? I got the best box. And that's it. So, beat my box and then I'll upgrade it.
So the main problem with the Shield, like if it was like the same value, yes, the Fire Sticks and all this other stuff, the Shield, everybody have a Shield, but that's the main negative for them is that it costs $200, and there's so many other cheaper choices. So I put it in my mind if what if they make like a sub 100, watered down type of version?
Yeah, I mean,
just says
if
Nvidia,
they make a box like around $100, and all they got to do is make sure that box beats every box that's $100.
Yeah,
then they just take over that market.
K1 again.
Yeah,
use that K1 that they put in a tablet and have it for cheap. The K1 can run GeForce now. I can run the GeForce Now on the K1. So that's the thing too. Why should I get a better chip if it's doing everything I needed to do? Nobody's close to me. You know, and they don't want to be close. You know, Amazon already know what it is. Amazon, you know, they just the marketing, their strategy just, you know,
You saw the 4K Fire Stick was on sale today.
was it?
Yeah, it was $10 off. It was $40 for the 4K.
Man, that thing, they killed it. What for Christmas? It was like what, two for 40 or something, like 245.
I forget. It was on sale though. I don't remember exactly the price, but
See,
even I mean, I've always, you know, generally hated Fire Sticks because of the old ones, but
yeah,
the 4K one is not bad.
it's nice.
It's not bad at all.
It's they did a way big upgrade on that 4K stick compared to what they usually do. You usually get around the same thing, and they jumped all of. I guess they felt like, hey, we got to give them something, so they jumped a little bit further up than what they usually do. But Amazon's gonna always be on top because it's just, you know, it's too many out there.
Yeah.
They throw them deals during the holiday and they look prime seasons and stuff like that, and get all these Fire Sticks in people's houses, and then they get up. People get to buying their services. I don't see nobody catching up to them. But if it was a more cost-friendly device,
I tell you what though, if they actually did make a stick, if they made an Nvidia Shield 4K stick, yeah, like that might give a Fire Stick a run for its money if you made it the same price.
it'll give it a run for the money, but how much better could it be at the same price?
That I don't know. But if they made it better,
when people think about Nvidia, it's gonna have to be, even though, you know, they pretty much said they main concern is streaming with their devices. But when you think of Nvidia, you think of gaming. So
yeah, I mean, pretty much. And that's why I find it hard for them to make something like a stick, because it'd be hard to game, like seriously game on a stick.
It won't happen.
But you could make $100 box, like you said, with the older chip,
or
it could still game.
Or do the portable version.
Yeah,
do a portable. People buy a portable at the same thing.
I still have the Shield portable, the very first one they ever made.
Yeah, and you know that it's a demand for it.
Yeah.
Oh man, for a portable and a tablet.
They were selling them. There was one selling on eBay, brand new in the box, the first ever Shield, the portable one.
Yeah,
$1,200. Somebody was selling it for.
They sell them.
Like, what?
They're still good. My tablet's still A1.
Yeah,
it's still A1 with the K1 chip. So I had to factory reset it a couple times with that SD card, but other than that, it's A1. So it's a market for that. I don't think it's something with that Switch contract that they picked.
Don't get me wrong. Inside of myself, I would love for them to make a new Shield that's better than the Shield we have now, even though the Shield we have now can pretty much do everything. But I'd buy it.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
I gotta have it.
I'll buy it, but what would we do different?
I don't know. I don't even know. But if it had better specs and so I'd buy it just to like come on here and compare them, and you know what I mean. Like I'd just be excited because I love the Shield so much. I just get one.
I think somehow they're gonna have to do some type of portable, especially
portable would be great.
Especially with what's that Google gaming service called that's coming back up?
Stadia.
Especially when Stadia come out. When Stadia come out, Stadia pretty much stole Nvidia idea.
Yeah, the GeForce Now been out
and ran with it, but they made it more flexible because you could do it right on the Chrome browser. Who don't?
Yeah, Stadia, that's smart. And the fact that they tied it into YouTube, they're tying it into where people could jump right into your game from your YouTube live.
So that's why Hangouts probably disappearing too, because you could just hop on Stadia.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So that's going to be real nice.
And think about the hardware market. Like when I want to stream gaming now, I got to use all this stuff just to get my device to come into my PC, and you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you don't got to do none of that with Stadia. You can just
it's gonna be kind of all the people, content creators, gonna switch to it. What's the point of the console?
So.
What's the point of me doing all this stuff with my console if I could just switch to this?
Yeah.
Depending on what store it has, what games it has.
Yeah, it's got. Well, that's the key. It's got to have the games, and the servers got to work. The one problem I could see possibly with Stadia is the same problem all the streaming services have. Basically, they're great to play regular games, but when you go to play first-person shooters or something real competitive like that, the fact that you got to go to a server and then the server comes back to you. Generally, if you're playing against somebody that's playing locally on their own machine, you're going to have a lag compared to them just because of that transport. So you die and you don't even realize you're dying. And in like fast Twitch type games like Call of Duty and stuff.
Yeah.
But so I think if Stadia can make it where you can only play with other people on Stadia, that way everybody's got to do the same connection latency through the server.
I think they will do that.
Then it's okay. But if you're allowing somebody with Call of Duty to play,
but you know what? That's what I think. That's what the way it sounded like they didn't care what they had console they had.
Yeah, they kind of didn't. That's why I'm a little worried about it. That's the only place I could see it having.
It's confused. They gotta drop some more information on it. It's confusing because I already know Sony ain't gonna play ball, nothing like that.
Xbox tried to an extent when the Xbox One X came out. They tried to make all the games digital and where you could share games with people. They were trying to get into that kind of general field, but
they wanted to do the share with PS4. With the PS4, Sony was like, nah.
Yeah, Xbox wanted to, but the gaming community said no, that they didn't want it because they didn't want all their games to have to be digital.
But it's about to happen eventually anyway.
Yeah, they were just fighting the inevitable.
They've been complaining about that for a while, but you can't stop it. It's about to it's going to happen sooner or later. Everything's going to be digital because it just saves more money for them. Yeah,
absolutely. You don't got to press a CD. You don't got to press a disc, a CD holder. You don't got to press a case.
You don't got to do
no
none of
graphics. No, you know.
So the gaming community hates it, but you know the new Xbox model that's coming out, it's going to be completely digital.
Yep. They got digital One S coming out. I don't care. Like when the Xbox One X came out, I bought every game from then on digitally. I didn't care. People didn't want it because they want to be able to return the game to GameStop to get some money back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how much did you buy a game for $60? By the time you bring it back, they want to give you $7 for it.
But you know what it's going to do too? It's going to kill collections. As far as sometimes people buy hard disk stuff to collect. But what it will do, when you really think about it, is everything stopped and went digital now. Just imagine all the hard disk games and stuff like that. The value on them goes up now.
Yeah.
Because they're not doing it anymore. So when they really think about it, your collection is going to go skyrocket. Not skyrocket, but the future could skyrocket if they stop doing it. So
yeah, no, absolutely. It'll be like vinyl records.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It'll go up. It'll be a price increase, but that'll kill. When did that kill like GameStop and all that stuff? And stuff when digital.
Oh, yeah. GameStop would be done. If everything was 100% digital, what GameStop going to sell consoles? I mean, a big portion of their business is used games. So
yeah,
if it's digital, I can't see them hanging in there for too long.
Yeah, because it's cheaper, and it's cheaper to buy digital.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's more sales on the Xbox. Well, you know what's the cheapest though is if you a lot of times if you buy a used hard disk, it's usually cheaper. But that's just because they already got their money for it once. Then they sell it back. You sell it back to them and get like practically nothing, and then they can sell it for like half the price. But that's only if you get like a game that's still semi new used.
Yeah.
But they have good sales, man. Like on the I always buy my games digitally, and like on the Xbox store, the sales are pretty good. They have sales accounts that are nice.
I go to what's the name? G4. What's it called? G4? I think it's called G4. Hold on, let me look at it. I go there.
To
little gaming place they got. For the people who have their games can sell their games. The digital games. That's where I go. I think it's called.
But you can sell Xbox games?
Yep. What's it called?
I didn't know that.
I buy my Steam games and stuff.
Huh?
That's where I buy my Steam games and stuff.
Oh yeah, well, you know Steam has always had some pretty nice sales.
No, I don't buy it from Steam like that. I do, but
Yeah,
some
I
of the
mean,
older ones I buy from other
oh,
the place where the people can sell their digital game. What's it called? I have the name. I just bought a game too. Let me see.
G2A,
Yeah,
is that what it is?
I think so. That's another one that's just like it too. It's now everything I don't buy, just used stuff. It's if it's real cheap, it's like $10, 10 to $5, I'll buy it from there. What else is it? It's something else. It's one. I'll tell it to you later. It's one. It's G2A or something else. Well, I'll buy some of the older stuff. Now Steam, I'll just use for my newer stuff, or I buy it for my console for the newer stuff. But for the old stuff, because the old stuff still be high. Sometimes in those stores, and I'll just go and buy it from them.
Yep.
But I mean, you say GameStop is going to be like Blockbuster. Yeah, it's going to be like if the hard disk games are gone, they're gone. They can't make no money from them. But they cheated a lot of people. GameStop bet when they first started was pretty cool. When you could trade your stuff and stuff like that. It actually had a one before a GameStop. It was something else before that. But it just got ridiculous where you could have a new game, sell it to them, and been out for like a week. They try to give you like $20 and you paid 60, and then they sell it for $55 after they.
Yeah, exactly. They get a little greedy sometimes over there.
They got greedy, or you could trade all these games and they only give you so much. So it used to be it's G2A. Let me read these comments. Are there any more blockbusters left, or is this completely done?
I think there's one left somewhere.
And
I think I read that.
I think Alaska is somewhere like that. Oh, some crazy place. Blockbuster locations. There's only one Blockbuster, Alaska. That's it.
That's crazy.
And Blockbuster used to own it. Just imagine how much it used to cost just to rent a game. It used to cost like between $7 and $10 just to rent a game. It said, I got a bootleg version of the Shield. That's from Urban Kings. Shield needs a stick version. That would be a killer. Donald D. Nice said that. Yeah, Supreme Bill said that too. I used the 4K and love it. Yeah, Shield 4K stick I would buy. I like that. They could say, hey, forget the gaming and just go for the money and make a Nvidia stick though. Shield stick.
I mean, look, for me, I just look at it like I think the majority of people out there, not everybody, but the majority of people are buying Fire Sticks because they're the cheapest device and they work pretty good. Like at least the 4K ones do now. So if Nvidia can make a stick or even a little box at the same price point as the Fire Stick, which is currently $50, that works better than the Fire Stick
with the Android TV OS,
yeah, with the Android TV on it,
and you can use adapter. You can use you got a control over your storage.
Yeah, if they do it right, they could disrupt that market.
Yeah, they could disrupt it. Yeah. I just can't see another Shield. I could see something like that. But in the leak, they said they seen the controller and the remote. So
Yeah, I
we
saw
know it's
that.
going to be something gaming.
But I can't imagine they just making a controller and a remote for nothing. Like,
It's going to be some type of system.
Yeah, there's no way you can. Nobody's gonna go out and just be like, "Oh, let me buy this new controller, a new remote."
Nah. Or, you know, it could just be them fishing. Here, let me make up some controller descriptions and throw it out there. Oh, we found it. We found the leak and code name, this and code names. That happens a lot.
Yeah, that's true too. That does happen a lot.
They could just be fishing to look.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh.
It's a Mi Box 3 worth it from Josh. A Mi Box 3 is the same as the Mi Box 4. I honestly would go. I like the Mi Box 3 slightly better than the Mi Box 4, but they're the same thing. But I would go with the Mi Box 4 just because it's newer, so you know you're gonna keep on getting updates from it. That's one thing.
Sharon asking you if you're gonna get the Disney streaming service for your daughter.
I might check it out. I might check it out to see how, because it was like $6 a month. They're gonna start at $6. We know how it's gonna end though. Somebody was like, let's go. It's already, they said they already taking some money from Netflix starting that service. They said they lost like 5% since they projected from Netflix, from the Disney streaming service. But you know, they always start off low. Subscription prices always start off low because they want to get it in so many people's houses first. They want so many people to see it, and then they'll go up from there. But I like to see what they're gonna do. When that's scheduled to release, Lee?
I'm not sure.
They're gonna give a free trial, so I'm definitely gonna check it out. Me personally, you gotta know me personally, I don't need it. But stuff like my daughter, it's just a little bit more easier for stuff for the handle Disney service. Disney Plus, that's what it's gonna be called. It's an upcoming subscription video on demand service. So it's just video on demand. So since they're making their own service now, Lee, are they going to pull all their content from these other services?
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
Because it makes no sense to kind of. Disney Plus is the service Apple wants, somebody said. Release date. The release date. I don't know. I don't know if it could. I don't know. Disney has a lot of money to do things, but not always does great things.
Mm-hmm. I'm more concerned with Disney ruining Marvel. That's what I'm concerned about.
They did ruin Marvel. In my thoughts, I think at first I was excited about it when they bought Marvel, but once they bought it, it's like they didn't do nothing with it. You see more cartoons and stuff. I thought they was gonna just take it to a place, you know, where it's never been before. But I heard it's complications because they didn't buy the complete Marvel. Something with the X-Men kind of complicated stuff too, as far as those characters. And then, you know, what's the name's dropping? You seen what's the Marvel game? Ultimate Alliance?
A game?
You remember Ultimate Alliance?
Uh-uh.
With Marvel, you don't remember that?
As a video game?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I played that.
Alliance. Hold on. It's Ultimate Alliance. They had of part 1, then they had a part 2. Remember, part 2 was the Civil War, Ultimate Alliance, and it had you know, you had to pick a side. It was with they was making people with powers register, and some people was boycotting it. So you had Iron Man going against Captain America. Then they ain't making none for the longest time. Now they're about to bring out a Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, but it's just gonna be on the Nintendo Switch, and it's like a cartoony version. So that's the problem I'm having with Disney owning Marvel. Everything not supposed to be cartoony.
Yep. Netflix kept it gritty.
Yeah.
And they stripped it all away.
Hey Steve, have you been having issues where it's Chromecast? Yeah, I have been having some type of Chromecast issues at times for the Shield. Have you, Lee?
I don't use the
much.
Chromecast on the Shield, so I'm not really sure. I don't cast to it. I just play everything right on it.
No, I tried it one time because you know that YouTube app they have. I couldn't find a video I wanted, one of my older videos. So I had looked on my phone on YouTube at the video. I found it. So I was just going to broadcast it on my Shield. It wouldn't let me broadcast it. So I think that's a problem. I'm going to try to test it out again, John. Hey, Gail. Hey, Steve. I love your knowledge and expert advice on the Nvidia Shield. I am having issues with 18. Builds won't take. I'm noticing URL resolver is missing. Help. Builds won't take, Gail. What are you trying to install? What's up, Steven? Miss hearing from you. I must say that AT&T's modem combo router sucks, and I wonder if there's any other choices to own your own box. I believe you have had the same problem. I don't know. That fiber optic, can you use different? Can you use your own equipment, Lee?
With AT&T, I don't believe so. With FiOS, you can, but with AT&T, I think not. I think AT&T is very strict on their stuff, unfortunately. They don't even let you change your DNS. At least they didn't used to. I was trying to help somebody that was having some problems streaming a while back, and they were hitting up AT&T and they were saying, "Oh, you can't change your modem. You can't change anything. You have to use ours." Then I said, "Well, try to see if you could change your DNS." And they tried to ask him about that. They said, "No, you have to use ours." Like they weren't letting you do anything.
I stayed with them for about 2 months. I was gone. I was like, how you fiber optic and got these slow speeds? This Supreme Builds, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to his YouTube channel as well. I seen you build in your studio.
Yeah, man. It's taking forever, but it's I'm getting there.
MeatBox more flexible than Fire Stick 4K. Yeah, it is. I like the Fire Stick 4K better than the, like, I think it's actually a better device than the MeatBox. It's just that with the Android TV OS, it's more flexible than the Fire Stick. If you're into that. For some people, it doesn't matter. They probably don't care, especially if they're coming from Amazon devices. But the Android TV OS, you just can do what you want to do. Disney is buying a lot. Supreme Builds is Frago. We need a good Hulk movie. No, it hasn't been a good Hulk. They're actually replacing Hulk. They're replacing a lot. I heard Hulk is getting replaced. I heard something with Iron Man. He might be getting replaced. All the stars getting replaced. You know, these movies don't want you making too much money. Once you start making too much money, they just want to replace you.
John just asked, is Frontier good? Frontier is, from everything I've seen from Frontier, they basically just bought parts of FiOS. So they are pretty good, but their customer service, from what I've seen, isn't as good as FiOS, but it is fiber.
They got some crazy speeds.
Down. So if you have the option to get Frontier, I'd get it. It's going to be better than cable.
Fast. I've seen people having like shit over 300 in their upload. I'm like, what the hell? They're replacing the Hulk with who? I'm not sure who they're replacing, but they was real mad with the guy who who stars at the Hulk, because you know he leaked some of the information early, Lee. He was on some talk show, and he had leaked some information. They was heated about it, and he actually tried to get it deleted from the show, but they need the She-Hulk. Did you guys ever play chess from Anthony? I'm scared, man.
We still got to play. We got to do it one day.
I am using Cody can't stream 4K UHD movies. I got a message saying source too slow and continues playback. That source is just probably bad, William.
Yeah, source too slow means that the server that you're trying to play the movie from can't keep up. So you got to try a different link somewhere.
I'm using Real Debris with the 600 megabytes internet speed. If the source is bad, guys, it don't matter what device you're using or how good your internet speed is. The source is just bad.
Yeah, your end could be great, but the server on the other end can't handle it. There's nothing you could do.
Disney owns Fox TV shows and X-Men and Deadpool.
And ESPN.
Yeah, and ESPN.
Disney owns the world.
Disney streaming starts November. If they buy another Shield, I'm buying it. Yeah, it's gonna be people who buy it. It's gonna be people that's really love the Shield that buy it. Me and Lee gonna buy it. We got a lot of YouTubers that gonna buy it. We got a lot of you guys that's gonna buy it. But I just don't think the majority of people's gonna buy it. I'm thinking if they made a new Shield and they was trying to go higher or maybe the same price.
I tell
if
Nvidia,
you wasn't trying to just get an extra device for your house, if you was just needed that device, I see about 20 or 30% turn on. I don't see too many people doing it. I just think it'll be a low turn on for people who already have it. In my opinion, what you think?
I don't mind, only because it's been the same since 2015. So, like at this point, even though I love the Shield and it's still the best box,
you bored?
Yeah, but give me something new to play with. That's all. It's just I need a new toy.
Yeah, I mean, I would love it, like you said, because you need a new toy. It's new content.
Yeah, I mean, like imagine if a new box comes along with they're gonna maybe they're gonna upgrade their GeForce Now and let you do 4K like Google's talking about with Stadia, and they make a box that has the power to do that. Now it's worth it.
Now, yeah, that's a good thought.
Along with that new controller they're making.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
I didn't think about it till right now. I was like, maybe they could do that.
Man, Stadia, yeah. I forgot Stadia is going to be 4K.
Yeah, because GeForce Now on the Shield can only do 1080, 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
So if they make a new box and it's capable to do 4K at 60 frames per second, and they can make GeForce Now work at 4K 60 on that box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe there's a market there.
Yeah.
And because Stadia doesn't need a box, they could also advertise that even if you use Google Stadia, you can play right through our box, no problem, as well. So I don't know. I mean, I guess there's ways to market it.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I definitely think they're gonna try to keep up with GeForce Now, especially since it kind of looked like Stadia stole their idea in the first place.
Yeah, they sure did. They ripped it. Like that was a straight rip. When I saw it, I was like, oh man.
But Nvidia has had enough time that it should be better advertised by now. As far as
I think the problem is not enough people were subscribing to GeForce Now, that they didn't put that much emphasis into it.
But They didn't have nothing. They didn't have no games. That was the problem.
That's the problem. Like I subscribed to it for a while.
I subscribed to it mainly just to give them a couple dollars because I wasn't playing with it.
Yeah, I mean, I subscribed. I played with it, but you know, like how many times can I play Tomb Raider or? You know?
With the Steam, when you with the beta with the Steam, it brought life back to it.
Yep. Yeah, it did. And then they were also offering like some brand new games. I mean, at full price, but
it's still brand new games.
But still a brand new game. So at least they started to get some more games in it.
It's actually a console now. Here's the problem. Here's the problem they're gonna have. Nvidia's gonna have to have a subscription cost to it.
Oh yeah.
They're definitely gonna have to have a subscription. You know, all that cloud space, they're definitely gonna have it.
Yeah. I mean, I think
once Stadia comes out, will they be giving it to everybody for free? That's the question.
I don't think so. I've never known Google to do that. I think I didn't read everything about it, but from my understanding is like everything's stored in the cloud and you have to pay for that, but it probably won't be very expensive, but you got to buy the games. It's not
you're gonna have to buy the games.
Yeah.
Or are they gonna charge you to even be able to use like the GeForce Now used to be? What $8 a month or something like that?
I bet you Google will do it for like $5.
Yeah.
They'll probably do it for like $5 a month, and then you got to buy the games.
But they have, they'll probably do it for so it's got to have some type of ticket to it.
Something. I can't see them doing it for free because unless they're making deals with these publishers to get more of the game sale, but
if they make it for free, they're going to take everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. If they make it for free, it'll get them people, but are they then they're not gonna offer any games with the service. Like, GeForce Now, you get at least some games you play without buying them.
Yeah.
If Google makes it free,
but GeForce been free for the longest time.
Yeah, well, that's because it was brand new, and they were trying to get people in, and.
But it's been what? It's been beta for at least 6 months, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering what's going on.
I think it's just different ways of companies trying to get their stuff right. I kind of like it like that. Like if a company gives you a free beta and anybody can get in, it allows them to test their servers as long as they're doing the right thing and using it to. I'm glad that they don't charge in those phases because the user will be mad
too. But how are they affording it?
I think they're eating it initially, hoping to get it back once they. Subscribe once they get the subscribers. I think they're a big enough company that initially they'll just eat a bit of cost, make sure everything's right before they charge people, and then they'll make their money back.
It was a big marketing strategy too, because I don't know if people notice. Now, when they market the Shield, they was marketing the gaming version, and the gaming version said you got free access to GeForce Now.
Yep.
So it was a big marketing saying, "Hey, you could play your Steam games with it now." And then you get everybody hooked on it. Then you come with the ticket.
Steve, did you see the new setting they have in the developer options for the Shield after? I think it was the 7. It was either 7.2 or 3 update.
What was it?
It's called colorimetry or something like that. It's in the developer options, and you can turn that on. And if you have a 4K HDR TV. It will automatically change the color space on the Shield every time it detects 4K content so that the Shield will put it out. Like you don't have to, before you would generally lock it in 4K.
Right.
Sometimes stuff that wasn't in 4K would look a little iffy like that. Now it'll bump it up to HDR automatically when HDR content is being played. And then it will take it out of the HDR color space to regular 4K. Without HDR when it's detecting something regular like a cable channel or something like that.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's in the developer options now. It's new. I was like, oh, that is nice. I tested it out. It worked good.
What's up, Paul? They're waiting for Mortal Kombat 11 to drop. LOL.
I just saw another promotion for that too somewhere. I think it was like a big billboard somewhere, maybe in the city.
You get it. I'm gonna whoop you. You get it. What you gonna get it for? I'm gonna get it for Steam.
I'll probably get it on the Xbox One.
You get it on Xbox?
My keyboard and mouse skills ain't good enough for a fighting game.
Plug in your what's name?
Yeah, I could plug in the controller, but then the people that are real good at keyboard and mouse still whoop you.
Do they? Hey, Steven, do you recommend Happy Chick for the Fire Stick 4K? I mean, it'll work, Black Sales, but here's the problem. You just got to watch how much stuff you're downloading. Because that Fire Stick 4K, you got about 5 gigabytes storage left on it. You got about 5 gigabytes RAM on it. After all them system apps and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, it'll work. It's just, you got to keep an eye on your space. The only thing I'm scared of is if a new console like the Shield TV is worried about them discontinuing the updates for the older versions of the Shield TV, that would be a problem. I get what you're saying, John, but the tablet just recently, some months ago, stopped updating. That tablet, what they came out, 2013, 2014? It was a while. It just now stopped doing updates.
I think the tablet came out in 2013, actually.
It was a while.
Then they like rebranded it a year later.
They rebranded it, yep. And it was getting updates for a long time. So I think Nvidia will keep on updating it for a while.
I have the handheld one. I haven't checked it in a while, but it had Android 7 on it.
Yeah, it kept on updating. It
started out on Android 4, I think. So they definitely go a ways before they discontinue. I mean, every device will eventually stop updating something, but
you got to discontinue it at some point because it just can't.
But I think Nvidia is one of the best as far as length of time they do updates. They're better than most.
As far as, especially in Android. The Android boxes, Nvidia definitely put their foot in it. I could say that. They be having glitches and stuff, but at least you actually have them actually caring about fixing something.
Yeah. I had a driver update. Well, no, it was a Windows update on my PC. And whatever the update was made my computer not start up the first time I would turn it on. It wouldn't even go into the BIOS screen. And then Nvidia released a driver update for my graphics card, and it just wiped it out. It hasn't done it again ever since.
Some of my updates, my security updates, like for I forgot what I was using. I had to turn it off. I had to stop using it. I forgot what it was, but it was knocking out my recording software.
Yeah, there's all kinds of like wonky stuff that goes on in these updates, but Nvidia has been generally good. I mean, they got a couple of bugs here and there when they came out with updates, but they addressed them, they fixed them, like I give them a lot of credit in that field because a lot of other devices, they don't update like that.
Nah. Steve, don't own the Nvidia Shield tablet. There is a new firmware that based on 8.1 Oreo. You can flash them using TWRP. Thanks, Philly K, Dave. I actually like Android 7 better than Oreo, so I wouldn't flash it now. If it had Pi, I'll probably get a chance, but that's mainly most of the glitches that come from the Shield came when they updated to Android 8, the Oreo version, mainly because Oreo just has been the most glitchy Android version I've seen. I ain't never seen a more glitchy Android version than Oreo. That's why
I probably agree with that. There's a lot of big changes inside of it, and it just a couple too many for them to get it right.
Yeah, so I think that's why I think Pi came so fast.
And now that you mentioned that, it makes me realize something. When 8 came out, right? One of the biggest glitches was with Bluetooth and like phones connecting to car stereos and stuff always disconnecting. And we keep talking about Shield controllers and remotes not keeping their signal. They're Bluetooth on the new Shield. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's Android
8 is causing a lot of the problem.
That's probably what it is. I didn't even
causing
really
the majority
think
of the
about it.
problems. I was telling people, but Nvidia, you know, they have their own developers working on it because some of this stuff that the Shield can do, they're not normal actions of Android 8. Like
Yeah.
the task manager and stuff they have,
Yep.
that's not normal actions that they have on the Android TV versions.
And also, they in the developer options too. Now they have, at least for the 2017 Shield, like a thing that forces the remote to stay connected. They say it kills the battery life, but it doesn't really let it sleep.
That's nice.
So I think that's to force the Bluetooth to always stay running so that you don't get any lag or anything. And I bet you they're doing that just because they know that the Android version has some Bluetooth problems because they're getting complaints.
We ain't never had so many problems when we had Android 7.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
I think that's probably what it is. I never really thought about it like that, though.
It's Android 8. Yeah.
Because Bluetooth is one of the biggest problems in Android 8.
Then when you look at all the devices, it's the most least downloaded Android upgrade. No, usually people rush to get other versions. A lot of people didn't upgrade to Oreo, especially smart TVs. Smart TVs didn't want to upgrade to Oreo. A lot of them upgraded real late.
And then the Mi Box started and then they stopped it, remember?
Mm-hmm.
They started doing it and they stopped doing it.
They stopped doing it. Android 7 way better than Android 8. I hate that permissions thing. That permission thing is just like a pain.
That drives me crazy.
Why did y'all do this?
Yeah, that I hate that stuff. It's so annoying.
That's the most annoying thing.
Like I'd be okay with it, but when you first open the app for the very first time, it should just ask you then, would you like to give permissions for this? Yes. Okay, done. You know, but it doesn't do that. It waits till you actually download something and try to install it to then say, oh, by the way, this doesn't have permissions. Just ask me when I open the app.
It's so irritating, man. I'll be like, this is crazy. Yeah, Android 8, I don't like. Now the look, I could deal with the look. I can understand which way they're going with the look because it's a little bit more separated than Android 7. Android 7 TV version look a little bit more kind of cluttered at times. But
you know, I remember when it first came out, I was really against it. I didn't like it. I liked the old version. But the more I've used the new version and started messing with the channels and being able to turn on and off what I want, the more it's grown on me.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. It's a better look. It's just glitchy as hell, man. It's just glitchy. My Wi-Fi was dropping too. My Wi-Fi was dropping at first. You could just tell. I was getting a deep freeze. It's actually a few people that were having that freeze at certain times, and I had to just unplug it. It was crazy. I was actually thinking I might do that. I might flash one of my shields back to Android 7 just to see how it feels again compared to this Android 8. He said, don't give them any ideas about the subscription from John. That's one thing about it, man. They're going to bring, I mean, I don't know. Because they do have people that watch people.
Hey, what? I got a question for you, Steve.
Okay.
What's this new channel about?
What's going on, Steve?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about everything.
It's like a vlog.
I think you'll like it.
Is it like a vlog channel for you, basically?
Yeah, we're gonna vlog.
Oh, that's what's up.
So we'll like some topics that come out, like say something happened, like the Justice Smollett shit stuff just happened.
Yep.
And we'll give our opinions to something like that, and then I'll debate. And I'll probably have a call in and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so that'll be cool because sometimes we drift off during the live shows and start just talking about normal life things. And I was like, I might as well just make a channel like that.
Yeah.
They give us endless stuff to talk about. It'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I like the idea.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
They're ready on more to come back at 11. Thanks for the $2 super chat, Miss B. Happy to see you back, Steve. I don't know if I'm back for sure, guys. Actually, they kept on. Hopefully it stays. They really didn't want to admit that they was trying to cap me.
Yeah, that's you know, that's probably what it is, because you're on YouTube a lot, and so you're using a lot more upload than most people.
Yeah, they didn't want to admit that was cap, but you still should have capped me at no 2-3 megabytes.
Yeah, that was crazy. And at least be honest. Tell you something like, hey, listen, you know, you use a lot of upload. How about at least give you an option? How about we up your bill $5 a month and keep it where it's at or something? You know what I mean? Like,
well, you know, they offer this stuff where they really don't want to. Some of them can't really give you those. People really don't check their upload speeds unless they're content creators.
Yeah.
So that's what I think it is too. They was trying to stick that upload to low because they realized the majority of people really don't need it, and I just caught them. I caught on to it because I needed it.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, most people probably don't even notice.
They don't even know.
Somebody's asking you for your predictions on Game of Thrones and Avengers Endgame.
I don't know. I'm going to see Avengers open tonight, so I'm gonna let you guys know. You going to see it?
I don't know if I'm gonna go open tonight, but I'll check it out.
It's coming out. You know, they're doing a special showing Thursday. They got it on all night. I'm going to. They got it on. I think their last show is like 11 or midnight.
There you go.
It's the most shows I ever seen, Lee. It's the most shows I ever seen. They got like 5 different shows playing at the same time.
Yeah, they're just filling up all the theater rooms with the same thing because they're expecting such a huge turnout.
They're gonna break the records within that Thursday premiere and the Friday. I guarantee you, it's gonna be broken. It's some places, you know, some cities that really don't have too many movies. People are pre-ordering the premiere tickets and selling them for more money.
Yeah, everybody find a way to make $1, man. No matter what.
No, the resale game has got crazy. The resale game got crazy. I mean, with toys, everything. But you know, it's just, I guess it's so much stuff. There's so many bills and stuff now. People find something to make money on. You can't even be mad. You know, unless the price is ridiculous. Now the price looks ridiculous because they was buying the tickets and they was trying to sell the tickets. I've seen people talk about somewhere between $300 to $500.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that you could be mad about. That's over the top.
That's over the top. Steve, I hope they leave you alone. Quick question: before Real the Bread, my movies were freezing. Before Real the Bread, my movies were freezing. I added Real the Bread and still freezing. Is there a way to fix it? I think the main reason, because some of mine's been freezing too. The main reason is just I'm thinking the add-ons need updated. Some of the add-ons, because some of the add-ons I've been having problems with some of the stuff freezing.
Yeah, I say, do you try APKs also, or I would give a try linking your Real the Bread into an APK, see if you get the same problem as in Kodi.
Some of the APKs. The thing about the APKs, since Terrarium TV left, the APKs, it got like some of the Kodi add-ons. They're just pretty much copying all the stuff and put it in there.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So, you could try the APKs. You could try some of the what they call it, the forks, the Covenant forks. But I've been using what's the add-on I've been using? I'm gonna have to let you know later, Miss B. But some of them, because it's been some of them 1080p links, some of them torrent links I've been freezing on. New channel predictions of God of War, Adventures, Endgame. Yeah, I could talk about that, Jay Solomon. I got some predictions for Endgame. I do have some predictions. I gotta get the names for you, Miss B. I'm gonna hit you later. I'm just hoping that they stick with some sort of Android box. I have had bad experience with sticks. I mean, Fire Sticks. Oh no, if they downgrade, if Nvidia makes a downgraded version, they're not going to get rid of their Nvidia Shield TV. It'll just be another device on the market that they can hit. You know, you'll have you have your top of the line device that they want at the 200. Then they can hit somebody else, you know, at that sub range, that sub $100 range, what they don't got, where they can battle with them other devices. So I don't see them getting rid of the device. It's always going to be Nvidia Shield TV if they make a lower end device. But that just makes more sense to me. And these are all just opinions, but that just makes more sense. Because whenever you think about business, guys, you want to think about the businesses want to make more money. It's real simple. They want to make money. You know, if I'm not convincing most of my people that I already have on my device to upgrade to my other version, and I'm not talking about half of them, I'm talking about the majority of people I already have to upgrade to my newer version, there's no point of me making it. Now, I don't think they're going to have a big turnout if they actually did that. Now, if they made a budget box that was cheaper, or a device, what type of device that was cheaper with that sub 100, that's like a market they haven't touched into yet. You know, I think they have success on that. Or the portable. The portable, you know, portables can always make money. I think Iron Man and Cap would die. I think everybody that's died is going to find a way to come back. Because I don't see some of the main characters I've seen die. I think it's going to be something that happens. And I think, I don't know, man. I got a couple predictions. I think either Thanos is going to miss his daughter, or his daughter he took. He might miss her because, you know, he kind of leaked onto it because he heard a voice and he was like, you gained all this power, and what did you sacrifice? What did you lose for it? He was like, man, I lost everything. I lost everything. Because, you know, he sacrificed everything he believed in. And he's just crazy. He's not actually a evil. What he's doing is evil. But in his mind, he feel like he's making the world a better place by doing this, you know, to these different worlds. He think he's actually making it better, and you know, he's getting results that he made it better, and it could have ended if he didn't do this. So maybe he gets some senses and tries to go back to the way it was, or I don't know. I just don't see all those people that's dying. I just see some way them trying to go back in time to correct the things that he did. But it's gonna be a good movie. It's 3 hours long, so it's definitely gonna be good to watch. Should I buy a shield now or wait to see what Nvidia has coming out? I would buy one now because I honestly don't think they're. And then, like I say, these code names and stuff like that, they probably not even working on anything. We never know. You know, it's a possibility that they was just it was chasing. You know, it's chasing. You know, saying, hey, let's give them something. Let's see what they're talking about. And that's possible. You know, that happens too. But I would buy one now. I wouldn't even worry about it. Hey, Steve, what you think about X96 replacement for Fire Stick? Which Fire Stick, Vincent? The X96, that's the S905X. Let me look to see what that is. If it's what I think it is, I didn't like that device. I gotta start doing my reviews again too, man. But I got all this stuff they've been sending me. I haven't reviewed any of it. I'm way behind, guys. This is the one I didn't like. I don't like the X96. No, I wouldn't buy that device. I had it before back in the day. I don't like the device. So I'd rather have a Fire Stick than the X96. Plus, they already showing trailers for the new Spider-Man movie. I hope Avengers Endgame has an intermission. 3 hours. It's awfully long. People gonna be so into it. It's not gonna feel like 3 hours, Jay Sullivan, because it's gonna be packed. It's gonna be packed. It's just gonna have that feel. It's gonna feel good. It's gonna go. You just gonna be watching it, and it's gonna go. It's gonna go by like that. Watch. I don't think it's gonna. They could have an intermission, but I think it's gonna go so fast for you, just because of the environment. Everybody's juice is gonna be flowing. I'm back here to update a build. Spider-Man. I used Cyberflix and Cinema HD. I've been using the APKs. I've been using lately. I've been using Typhoon. Typhoon. What's the rest of them? I put them in that file link though. I can't remember these things' names now because the names be switching like crazy now. It's in the bell. Welcome back, some. Hey, mama. Hey, mom. You still here? My mom pop in and watch me every now and then. That's why I can't cuss no more. She said, you can't be cussing on blah, 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 blah. Which she was right. You know, it's not professional. Sometimes I was just playing with you guys. I was just trying to get a laugh off you guys, but it's kind of unprofessional because you don't know no kids or anything watching you. I think Iron Man and Cap. I can't see my main characters. I hope they don't die. That's one of the things I hated about the X-Men 3 when all them people died. Like I think it was Cyclops. Cyclops got killed like right at the beginning of the movie. So I don't like when they just start wiping everybody out like that.
I'm back.
You think all them people that got killed in Avengers, I'm thinking they're gonna figure out all the way to go back in time and bring out everybody back.
Oh yeah, I think they will. They'll go back in time, and that's the only way they're gonna beat him.
That's the only way they can beat him.
Yep.
I don't know if they're gonna actually beat him.
I don't know if they will either, but it's the only way they got a shot.
The only way he got shot. But I think it's like, I think he's just gonna have a. Because I was just telling him he's not actually an evil. What he's doing is evil, but he's not actually an evil guy. In his mind, he think he's correcting the world, doing good.
Yeah.
He think he's the savior for the world. You know, he got all this power and stuff like that. So I think after, you know, the first movie had ended, he said, you know, I gave up everything for this. You know, especially that what's her name? His daughter he loved, he killed her.
Oh yeah, I forgot her name.
He was still hurt over that.
Yep.
So I think maybe he'll realize, hey, this isn't worth it, and switch it itself. They might later beat down on him, and he just can't go through with everything. I don't know. I know one thing: the Hulk better get back in action this movie. The Hulk has to be back in action. If the Hulk's not back in action this movie, I don't know what to say to him. Because that was the only thing that disappointed me. The first movie. That's my favorite character. It's the Hulk, and he got killed like that. not killed, but he got beat down like that, and he didn't try to get no get back. So I definitely think he's gonna get some get back. They still talk about chess. I'm gonna beat up Lee at chess one day. I'll let y'all know.
I'm waiting.
Ain't no game. I love the One Nations bills. They're awesome. Yeah, they're pretty nice too. What's up with the anime on the Diggs build that's not working? It could be the add-on, Mace Reed. Hulk needs to start breaking bridges and stuff like that. He dogged Hulk. I was so disappointed. And I don't know if you guys noticed it too. He didn't use none of his power. He didn't use none of the Infinity Stone power when he dogged Hulk like that. He's just more experienced than Hulk, you know.
Man, Facebook Messenger drive me crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It keeps telling me I got a message
like that, Lee.
Huh?
Did you think he was gonna dog the Hulk like that?
No.
I didn't think he was gonna. But you know, in the comics, he is more powerful than the Hulk. It took another version of the Hulk to beat him. That was the only version to beat, but he can't beat. You know, Thanos powerful, man. He's got a lot of experience under his belt. Then you got to imagine how many Hulks he probably fought in different worlds already. So I'm definitely gonna see that. I'm gonna let you guys know how it is. I went to see. I have seen. Well, I didn't go see it, but I seen a copy of the Pet Cemetery. That seemed okay. It wasn't all that. So I want to see what's the name soon too. I want to see what's the other superhero movie, Lee? With the kid, DC character.
With the kid?
Yeah, with the kid, he Shazam. You seen
yeah.
it yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but
that looks good.
I think the only links for it.
No, they bad.
Yeah, they're bad.
But I want to see that soon. I seen Us. Did you see Us yet?
Nah.
Us was pretty decent. Us was pretty decent. People didn't like it, but it kind of required you to think a little bit. I don't know if you guys are into my favorite vampire movie of all time. My favorite vampire movie is probably Interview with the Vampire. But like my personal what I grew up favorite is Lost Boys. I love the Lost Boys. It's a vampire movie.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
You know, the vacation place where they went to in Us. Did you notice what it was? It was from the Lost Boys, the Santa Cruz from the Lost Boys. It was the same vacation place. It took place there.
No, I definitely got to watch it.
It took place there. And remember, the granddaddy on Lost Boys was like, you know, we just don't got no vampires. We got a lot of crazy stuff happening here. I think it's called Santa Cruz or Santa Carla, something like that. It's like, it's a lot of crazy things going on here. You know, so that was one of the crazy things that was going on there. They not only had vampires, they had all this other stuff going on there. And they never mentioned it in the movie. And that's what they messed up at. I think they should have just threw some of the theme song or something from Lost Boys in the movie. Maybe some of that theme music or something so people could think about it. But they did showed the sign of it. Yeah, Lost Boys was nice. Yeah, watch Lost Boys. and then listen to when they drive in, and us, once they drive in, look at the sign. So it was a lot of stuff. And then it was more, you could have got like a lot of different meanings from us. Cause I think one of the main things that it had, you had these what it had was the government created copies of everybody and put them in this one place. And this place, you know, the regular people lived their good life, and your copies of yourself went through all this chaos and stuff like that. So I think it could have been more related to like pretty much the like the branches of life. Like, you know, you got your higher class, then you got your lower class and stuff like that. But what surprised me is that, you know, they said that the government did the experiment, but they never showed the government at all, Lee. They never talk about the government. They never show how they got released. They never got, you know, that was something to take in too, because it'd be like we be in a battle against our own people. They were mad at their copies because they were living a good life, but they weren't mad at the government or nothing. And it's their fault for it even happening. So it was a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, it sounds crazy.
But I don't want to tell you guys. No, I want you guys to see the movie. But it's got a lot of stuff you can just rip from it.
Shit, man, it's midnight over here. I'm gonna have to slide out.
Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to go soon. I'm get ready to go soon and come back on. Hopefully, I might just pop on tomorrow sometime too. Hopefully, my upload speed's still good.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's good to have you back. I hope that your ISP lets you stay back.
Yeah, because, you know, I was planning on doing a lot of stuff. Like, I wanted to launch my channel, my new channel. I definitely want to get that because, you know, we could have some fun with stuff like that. We have some real good topics. And I told you I want to play around with Twitch a little bit too. I did it in the past, but I just wanted to play with that too. You know,
I never really messed with Twitch. Like I made an account, I checked it out a little bit, but I didn't do too much with it.
They be chilling on Twitch. That's what I like. They really don't mess with them like they do us to me. I've
been going through it lately. They've been messing with me.
You can't even listen to a song. It get pretty bad if you're a vlogger. Like, I was looking at some of the shoe channels that's vlogging. You know, they go into the store. They're doing little mall vlogs, and they go into the store looking at the shoes. And, you know, when you're in these malls now, it'd be so loud. The music be playing. They're killing these guys with copyrights.
Yep.
The vloggers. And I'm like, that's not fair, man. It comes. They're not trying to actually copy. It's a song playing where they out, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's just too much of that going on now. Like everything is a problem.
Everything's a problem. It's people getting copyrighted now over a voice. If you have like do an automated voice and it sounds similar to somebody's, they have copyrighted voices that they can copyright you in. I'm like, so this voice can only be displayed from this person? It's crazy. But that's the main thing I'll be having. I'll be like, man, you can't. Copyright should be more intentional. If I'm trying to intentionally do it, I can understand it. But if you just catch, I'm walking and a song is playing, and you say, okay, that's copyright. You played my material. That's ridiculous. And then the thing about, I just don't understand a lot of it, especially with the music. The music I really don't understand because, like, I can understand it, like I said, you just stealing music. But if it's just playing on one of my videos or I'm walking through, it's kind of advertising your music. It's giving, you know, people a chance to hear it.
Even on Instagram, I got my car Instagram, and it's just for my car, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll make a video like with the dash cam or GoPro in the car driving. You hear the exhaust, you hear the engine in the background, a Jay-Z song playing on my radio.
Mm-hmm.
They take the video down.
That's crazy, man.
Dude, nobody can steal that. Louder than the damn Jay-Z song, you could barely hear it. But you take it down I'm like,
What's
really?
this thing with the UK doing that? What is it called? Article 9, Article
13. That's some bad stuff. That's worse than us losing that neutrality over there. They basically making everything illegal over there now.
So that's like a black hole. They're gonna create a black hole for their people.
Pretty much.
Because what's gonna happen? Like if I was a company, say I was YouTube and all this stuff, and just imagine how much money it'll be to just police everything. They want everything police. You just better off just blocking that section off and not have to worry about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's the only fear I have for them over there. I don't think it's gonna go through all the way.
Oh, there'll definitely be some fighting.
It's gonna be some fighting, man, because it's like,
I mean, as of now, they passed it though. So
but it's gotta be agreed though, doesn't it? It takes
I'm not sure if they were 100%.
It got passed for them through the thing, but it still has to be agreed somewhere else for it to go to effect.
Well, I hope wherever that is, they don't agree.
Because it's gonna be ugly, man. It's gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be bananas.
I don't see what they're doing and what they're asking these companies to do is impossible. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. If you're on a televised game and say they interview you and you put a copy on your YouTube to show your friends, they call the copyright. And it's crazy. Especially with the games. The games I really don't understand. And the thing is, the same things don't apply to everybody else. That's kind of what hurts the lower class. It's probably hurt like me or Lee. Like say if we played a certain game and they start hitting us with copyrights.
Yeah.
But if somebody's real popular, you won't say nothing to him or something like that. It's crazy. Because I used to get copyrighted all the time on my games. I don't anymore. But when I was starting off, they was killing me with the copyright. I had to turn my volume off. I just now got to the point where I could leave my volume on. It was killing me. But I'm going to get ready to go, guys, man. Shout out to Supreme Builds for joining us today. Definitely go check out his channel. Let me share it. I haven't shared it. It was good, man, talking to you guys today.
Yeah, man. Welcome back.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed, guys. We're going to think happy thoughts. I actually didn't plan. I took Christy to the mall. I didn't plan on doing it. Then I just checked my upload out of nowhere. I was like, what?
Yeah, I had a lot of people asking me, where's Steve? What's going on with Steve?
I made them a video. You about to hit 40,000, Lee?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Blowing up.
Slowly but surely.
This is Lee's channel, guys. Maybe I come there and whip him chest one day because I don't want everybody to see me whipping him like that. He might be kind of.
Bring it. I'm ready.
But I'm going to talk to you guys later. Shout out to Supreme Builds for coming on the channel with us.
Anytime.
Shout out to Trooper, all the other mods. Shout out to my sponsors. Seen a couple, you guys. And how fast your upload has to be. Your upload to really be stable, to me, it should be pushing closer to 10, but they say you need at least 5. That's what I heard. You need at least 5 for it to be a good stream. But before I had closer to 10, I was perfect then for the longest. I'm going to talk to you guys later. Tune in next time so I can show you guys how to make the box yours. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
Peace.